Preston White just hits it to mid-on, and a misfield there from Summerfield gives him a single, so the score becomes 2 for 92.
Field now spread out again. Shotto is on strike. Long on, long off. They got men on the onside protecting the boundary. And
dot ball.
Be a dot ball.
A really good over, just 2 runs from it. The score is 2 for 92. And the end of the 9th over. It's possible that the people at home have lost the footage, so we're going to do our best to keep you up to speed if you can still hear us. So the score is 2 for 92 for the Moreton Magic. Preston White, the right-handed Preston White, is on strike. The new bowler is Ben O'Connell. So it's 2 for 92 after 9 overs. The run rate taking a huge dip down from the 14 or 13 that it was earlier, down to just above 10, which is more than enough. The target is 168 against the Coastal Marlins, whose score was significantly boosted by the efforts of Josh Matthews, who hit half century earlier. That's a big full toss loosener from Ben O'Connell, and there's been takeoff for Preston White, who has smashed it for a 6.
Yes, that's the first boundary in a little bit, and Preston White got a hold of it on the onside, straight over the boundary. No man out there protecting, and that's a handy 6 runs.
Absolutely. So the score becomes 2 for 98. He slogged it away to the cow corner boundary on a big full toss. O'Connell, bit sharper, bit shorter outside off stump, hit away for a single by the right-handed Preston White. Brings Glenn Shotto onto strike, the left-handed Glenn Shotto. Score is 2 for 99.
Again, a lot of protection on the boundary.
Oh, he's had a bit of a slog at that one, but it's only just a single to long on, just along the ground. Brings up the 100 for the Moreton Magic in the 10th over, 2 for 100. Going at a really, really good clip here. Ben O'Connell, after conceding 8 runs in the over thus far, will be just probably hoping to get out of the over. A wicket would be lovely, but a couple of dots and ones would be even better. Well, not even better, but sufficient.
Yes.
As he concedes a single off a shortish delivery outside off to the sweeper on the boundary. So 9 off the over, 2 for 101 into the 10th over here. Chasing 168 victory are the Moreton Magic. Shotto goes big, goes down the throat of the fielder. Very good catch at long on there for the Coastal Marlins, and a big, big wicket. Glenn Shotto, class batter, out for 300. Sorry, he's out for maybe 12 or 13. I'm not sure exactly, but the score is 3 for 101.
Yes, after a very fast start from the Magic, they're just slowing up a touch here, and the Marlins, well, as we said before, they're up and about in the field. They knew it was a critical couple of overs coming up, and they've definitely taken advantage of their bowling and their fielding. They've taken their chances. Yes, there's been a few boundaries hit, but the Marlins, they've pulled them back.
They've done really well, the Coastal Marlins here. It brings to the crease Jack Webster, number 4, for the Moreton Magic. Now, Jack will be probably looking just to rotate strike, I would suggest, for the time being. Score still in a fairly comfortable position at 3 for 101. As a plane goes overhead. Jack Webster from the Toombul side. He's 24 years old. I've been told he hates a bumper. I'm not sure he's going to get one here from the orthodox spin of Ben O'Connell.
Very safe.
Well, that's good news for Jack Webster. 3 for 101 as the 10th over nears its conclusion.
Where's your wind sitting at now, Bo?
Oh, it's shaky. Heading down towards the 60s, I think, for the Moreton Magic. That wicket, particularly the fact that it was Glenn Battershotto, he's the kind of guy that you bank on for a bunch of your runs. So a key wicket, but I think the Moreton Magic are still definitely in front as O'Connell darts one towards the pads of Webster, who works it to the leg side boundary for a single. Brings the over to an end. It's a successful one for Ben O'Connell. The score is now 3 for 102 at the end of the 10th over. Apologies if you cannot see what's happening at the moment. We've got Bo and Josh. We're just trying to bring you as much information as we can. We're basically going to try and treat it like radio for a little bit, but unfortunately I certainly don't have any radio experience. Do you, Josh?
No, I most definitely don't either.
Well, there we go. So we're going to give it our best shot. We have the slow left arm orthodox of Anthony Charith, I believe, for the Coastal Marlins coming in.
There you go. And thank you to the scorers. They have been keeping us up to date too.
Yeah, so 3 for 102 as we said. Brenton Edwards, 66 off 27 deliveries. My goodness, what an effort. They need 66 runs to win off 60 deliveries.
And that run rate is still in double digits, Bo.
Yeah, at the moment. Charith will be looking to bring that down, of course. 66 off 60 required as he goes full to start with, and Webster just knocks him to long off for a single. Score is 3 for 103 for the Moreton Magic, chasing 168 for victory. A dot ball outside off, just Preston White pressing onto the back foot, and Charith does not concede a run on that delivery. 3 for 103 still, up to 10.2 overs. Tosses that one up. White lifts it over the shortish fielder there at mid-on or mid-wicket, and just a single to the sweeper on the boundary. 3 for 104 after 10.5 overs. Things track along very nicely here for the Moreton Magic as Jack Webster comes on strike. Charith bowls. Shortish, but directed at the stumps. Webster rocks back and just works it to fine leg for a single. 3 for 105. Looks like we have some vision, thankfully. That means I can stop being a radio host. But we do not have a scorecard. So 3 for 105 after 10.5 overs as the Magic are trying to chase 168 to beat the Coastal Marlins here as Charith continues with a dot ball outside the off stump. Been a good over so far, just the 3 from.
Yes, definitely. Could be happy with that.
If you're not taking wickets, you want to be stopping runs. That's a filthy wide as I've put the mocker on him down the leg side there. Too wide for Jet Liebke to even get to. So it's a wide plus the 2 runs taken. So that moves the score to 3 for 108. And he'll have to bowl that one again, but maybe not the same place. Still, irrespective of that, it's been a good over thus far, but he doesn't want to concede a boundary or a loose delivery here. And he's bowled him!
There you go.
Oh, that's a big moment in this game. He's lured him in with a filthy wide down the leg side. A false sense of security for Preston White, who was just absolutely beaten with a perfect slow left arm orthodox delivery. 4 for 108.
Yes, no, it was a good delivery. You're right. He false sense of security. The ball prior goes down the leg side, a bit of a wide, and then he gets caught there, knocks him over, and well, the Marlins, I tell you what, they're just slowly but surely climbing themselves back into this one.
They're a quality team, the Coastal Marlins. They've had some success in this tournament thus far, and you certainly wouldn't write them off. WinViz is definitely heading towards parity here, but still with the Magic as Matt Schubert comes in, the wicketkeeper batter, and very fine indoor cricketer, as I've mentioned. 4 for 108. Schubert's certainly capable of scoring the 20 or 30 runs at a run of ball that is required. That was the end of the 11th over, so 4 for 108. You might hear the paper that I'm writing on to try and keep track of this score. It's been a bit of fun so far, Josh. It's a debut game, and the technology has failed us. We had mic problems. We've had the scoreboard go on us. We had the vision go on us, and we're hanging in there, mate. We're doing okay.
We are. But we've had the delight of watching Matthews and Edwards go to work, and now we've got a tight contest on our hands as the Marlins just got a wicket. They're just in the hunt, sniffing around. As you said, they got dragged into a dogfight.
There's been a couple of wickets in the last couple of overs, and both from slow left unorthodox spins. So Ben O'Connell continues to Webster, no bumpers, and he's taken it out to cover for 2. Good running from Matt Schubert.
They haven't had to really work between the wickets. The Magic is most of their runs have come from boundaries.
That's a good point.
But it's good to see they're happy there. They're keen to run.
4 for 111 is the score. This is 11.2 overs into the innings for the Moreton Magic. Matt Schubert about to face his first ball off Ben O'Connell. The target is 168, so really looking at about a run a ball. Just a little bit more than that to get the job done. This is a good chance to get some dots against 2 new batters. They've brought Lloyd Aspin in at slip. So not just looking for dots, they're also looking for wickets here. Oh, it's a good first shot from Schubert. Beats the sweeper. The sweeper barely had a chance to move. That's not a bad first ball.
No, and it's pleasing as the Magic players go up. They're happy with that. It's a very good first ball, and if he continues to hit him like that was a very clean shot.
This is a Brenton Edwards like strike rate at the moment. 4 for 115. Well, I've been told to talk about the cute little dash hound that's just walked in front of us here. I actually have a dash hound at home myself.
Hopefully he doesn't make his way onto the field.
No, that's true. 4 for 115 is the score still. Oh, he's chopped that one, Schubert. He wanted that cut shot again. It was probably there to hit, but seemed to stay low a little bit there from O'Connell. 4 for 115 in the 12th over. Run rate going really well for the Moreton Magic, but they do not want to lose a wicket here as Aspin has dropped out of the slip position. Want to try and find a dot. They've moved him into the infield, and they do find a dot. Very good over there from Ben O'Connell. 7 runs off it. Score is 4 for 115. I was going to say very, very good over, but again, still 7 runs scored. That's all the Magic need to do.
That's exactly right. And it was important they got that run rate down early on in their innings, and now they've lost a few wickets. They're able to. It's not too far out of reach for them in the run rate sense. They've been able to knock it down and just continue consistently. Yep.
As the wind really picks up. As we almost lose vision because the tent is absolutely going. Josh, you wouldn't believe in the last game that I commentated that the tent actually knocked the camera over. A dot ball there from Charith, who continues here. 4 for 115. This is now the 13th over.
Can't complain about the weather. Beautiful weather for cricket. Just a tad windy for the old shade cloth.
That's a lovely shot there from Webster. Full toss from Charith. He won't be happy with that, and swept away beautifully for a 4. Score becomes 4 for 119 after 12.2 overs. As we said, the run rate more than under control. As they go and retrieve that delivery from somewhere down the bush end. Josh, let's hope that this tent cover does hold up for us, because we, as I mentioned, I did lose the tent last game that I've commentated, and took out the frog box for a couple of overs. It was not good.
No, not at all.
I couldn't commentate. No one could see anything. It was fantastic. I was by myself too. I had to work my way through it.
You would have done well, that's for sure.
Oh, I did what I could. We won't call it well. 4 for 119 here. It's a lovely use of the feet from Webster. And a single to long on. Moves the score on to 4 for 120. Run rate still very under control. Wickets in hand, good to see. And good sensible controlled batting. There have been a couple of boundaries in recent overs, but they've been from good cricket shots. As Schubert has a bit of a hack. That's a long on, deep wicket, and that's a single. Moves the score to 4 for 121. This has been a controlled effort the last couple of overs from the Moreton Magic. As Webster tries to beat Charith, but just the single. Fielded by Charith and Zach Kuhn. Zach Kuhn, the captain of the Coastal Marlins. I saw a tremendous run out from him in the last game that I called. He's a very good fielder. Direct hit. It's like Ricky Ponting stuff. Oh, that's a big chance here, but Schubert gets through.
Very quick single there, Bo.
Yeah, a bit risky. And that brings the over to a completion. So 7 off it. The score is 4 for 122 after 13 overs. So let's do a maths check. They need 46 off 42. Pretty much with 6 wickets in hand. That's
very doable.
Very doable. Yes. Looks like Ben O'Connell to continue. Still no sign of the power surge. I suppose as far as the Moreton Magic are concerned, if they can keep taking singles, keep getting these batters set, they don't really need to bring the field in.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's the longer this goes, the better for them. The Moreton Magic has just whisked out to the offside.
Yeah, nice shot there from Webster. Just a single though.
Yeah, no, the longer this stays like this, if they can just, as we said, just keep the run rate ticking, keep changing strike. It's the ball is definitely in their court at the moment for the Magic.
So the dot ball there. Schubert looking to use his feet. I think O'Connell might have seen him coming, and a dot ball is the result. So the match situation is 45 required of 40 deliveries for the Moreton Magic with 6 wickets in hand. The batter on strike is Matt Schubert, the wicketkeeper, as he strikes the pad. O'Connell likes it. The umpire does not. So 45 off 39 required.
The umpires didn't agree with them on too many occasions in this innings. There's been a number of shouts.
There was that key one in the second over, wasn't there?
Yes.
That caught behind, a bit of an interesting decision, I'll say, by the umpire. They are closer than we are. That's a quick single again. Oh, direct hit. And gone! He's got him! Webster is out. That's a huge moment in this game. I don't think he agrees with the decision, but he's got to go. And it is still 45 required. He's looking at the square leg umpire. I don't think he's happy at all. But a direct hit is always a good chance of being out, Josh.
That's exactly right. And the Marlins, wowee. A couple of wickets, a direct hit, and hey, a run out. That's that can cause a lot of carnage in the end of this innings. But yeah, wow, fantastic piece of fielding there. I'm not sure who it was in the field. I'm not sure if you know, Bo, but it was a well-worked bit of fielding, and yeah, smashed the stumps, and Webster is gone.
I didn't actually catch who it was, and I'm sad that I didn't. The new batter, it looks like it's going to be number 8, Rory Livingston. Rory Livingston is the new batter at the crease. So the score becomes 5 for 123. This has been a really strong over from O'Connell. Obviously, only conceding the 1 run to Jack Webster, who is now out. Matt Schubert looking for that quick single, couldn't quite get it. So the match situation is they need 45 off 37 now.
That's exactly right.
And with 1 less wicket in hand, 5 wickets in hand. New batter at the crease is Livingston. hoping for Livingston he's not like his namesake and doesn't get hit in the nuts a couple of times.
Is Livingston, can he hit a long ball, or what's his?
I don't have any information on Rory Livingston, so I'm as going in as blind as you here, Josh. It'll be there's another dot. That's a really good over. 5 for 123. 1 wicket and 1 run off that over. Okay, so the spin continues. Looks like they're going to go with Charith again. So some more slow left arm orthodox. Some discussions happening with the captain, Zach Kuhn. No, they're changing the bowler.
123.
Thank you.
That's 45 off the last 6.
Thanks. We're still up to on track, according to the scorer, who's been very kind to us, the Moreton Magic scorer. So 5 for 123 with Charith continuing. It looked like they were going to go with Shah Hamal, but they've gone with Charith again. A single to Schubert, looking for that lovely cut shot again, but just chopping it down for a single. 44 off 35 required. New batter, Rory Livingston. Would you be tempted at this situation to bring the field up and try and get a couple of dots here on the new batter?
I think he would. I think, I think it's a risk that you'd definitely consider taking. As another wicket, overthrows.
Oh, that's poor. That's it's good running, good awareness from Matt Schubert particularly. It's a 2-leg buys. Brings the score required down to 42 off 34.
No, you're right, Bo. I think if you do, and you can snag another wicket, it breaks this game wide open.
Well, Livingston misses outside off stump there. 42 off 33 required. He still hasn't hit any runs off the bat yet, Livingston. He'd be nervous. The game situation is actually drifting away from the Moreton Magic a little bit here. The wind viz is shaken. Oh, he's gone the sweep shot. A good shot, but straight to the fielder out on the leg side boundary for a single. So the game situation is 41 required off 32 with 5 wickets in hand. Just a little co-commentator Daniel there saying hello. Oh, bit of a slog there from Schubert using his feet, but just brings it down to the same fielder actually for a single. 40 required.
Do we have a percentage on your win viz?
Oh, I think 55 Moreton Magic. I still want to be the Moreton Magic at the moment. As the 10th threatens, Livingston takes the single. Got another ball left in this over. 39 required. Oh! Schubert has lashed that one now. We're talking about Steve Waugh style slog sweeps. That was very reminiscent there, Josh, as you've just thankfully tried to save the tent with our co-commentator over there as well. I believe that was a great 6 from there from Schubert, and that brings the game equation down to 33 off 30 as we're literally standing here holding a tent as we speak. Because this is village. This is what we do out here. 33 off 30 required. A really good shot there from Matt Schubert, and a bit of a circuit breaker. I think that does push the win viz up towards that 60-65 now. It's just a little bit more than a run of ball. 33 off 30. As we still have no scorecard. Just a reminder that the Coastal Marlins scored 6 for 167. From their 20 overs, a good innings from Josh Matthews, particularly with a half century. The Moreton Magic chasing 168, a brilliant start from Brenton Edwards, hitting 66 of 27 deliveries, would you believe? Dropped a couple of times, so he rode his luck, but he was successful as Shah Hamal comes in to bowl to Livingston. Beats him outside off stump, an appeal from Lee for stumping, but not given.
Yeah, that was very good work from the keeper there.
Sharp, wasn't it?
Yes. Caught it, hit it. unlucky not to get Livingston there, but yes, as you said, Magic still in front. That 6 helps.
Absolutely. They were just starting to wrestle back momentum there, the Coastal Marlins, and then the circuit breaker from Matt Schubert goes bang over cow corner for 6. 33 off 29 required. Livingston works it to the mid-wicket fielder for a single. Probably a good call from Livingston to get Schubert on strike, a bit more established at the crease, and is in decent form too, Matt Schubert. Interestingly, he does not wear pads where he keeps, but he does wear them when he bats. 32 required, another dot. This is a good over from Shah Hamal. Schubert looking for space again, doesn't find it. The point fielder cuts it off. Another dot ball, building that pressure.
Yes, well fielded in the inner circle. They've got 5 currently in the inner circle as Schubert on strike.
Oh, down leg side. Schubert misses out, but a wide still. So 31 required now with less than 5 overs. We're losing track of the score slowly. Single taken there, good running there from Livingston. And now 30 required.
5 for 137.
Okay, so just got a score update. 5 for 137. Was that including that last single? 5 for 137 including the last single. So they need 31 for victory. I did lose track of a run there somewhere. So this is definitely shaping. That was a great over from Shah Hamal and a couple of runs off it. And yes, 31 required of 4 overs.
Yep.
How do you see this one shaking out with 5 wickets in hand?
Oh well, they're as I said, Magic still in front by a touch. If they can just if they can take it deep, if they can only leave themselves little to do with 1 over, 2 overs left, and they're in front. But another wicket here makes things very interesting.
And they've gone for Adam Summerfield. He's one of their key wicket takers. He hit a couple of key sixes at the end of the innings, so to close it off, 6-6, as you'll remember. And a wicket-taking bowler for the Marlins. 31 required off 24. The batter on strike, it looks like it's going to be Matt Schubert. Still no scorecard on the telecast there for you. So basically, Moreton Magic, 31 required with 5 wickets in hand of 4 overs, 24 deliveries to beat the Coastal Marlins, who set 6 for 167. How's all those numbers going for you? Are we keeping
My
up?
head's spinning, Bo. Like we got you here.
Schubert plays that nicely into the offside, but just a single. So 30 required of 23 for the Moreton Magic to beat the Coastal Marlins. We've got Adam Summerfield bowling. He's about to bowl to Rory Livingston, who is a new batter at the crease. He's lofted that one just over mid-wicket's head and into some space out there. Will be a couple of runs at least. Picked up by Lloyd Aspen on the boundary. Runs around from long on. 2 runs the result.
Yes.
So 28 required off 22. This is, if only you could see us at the moment. Sitting here holding our shelter. Mic in one hand. Beaten outside the off stump there, Livingston. This is key for the Coastal Marlins, I think, to keep, with respect, Livingston on strike. Not because he's not talented, but because he is the new player at the crease.
Exactly right. If they can manage that and put some more pressure, apply some more pressure on him, apply some more pressure on Schubert to score some runs.
He's gone for a swipe there, but it's gone straight to mid-wicket and a misfield there from Zach Kuhn. And they've
Pick up two.
picked up 2. Wow. That's really good running.
Very good running.
Yeah, Matt Schubert really hustling there. Brings the total required down to 26. As Livingston lofts again. This time, oh, it's beaten Aspen.
4 runs.
4 runs. Might have almost hit a dog out there. Luckily, it did not. Brings the required score down to 22 off 19 deliveries, 5 wickets in hand. WinViz back in favour of Moreton Magic here. A lot of external noise around with the wind and the teams warming up, and my goodness, this is the Brisbane Premier League. Love it. Special thanks to 4X and Mazda, our sponsors. There's a single. Single there to the Moreton Magic. Brings the total required down to 21 off 18. Just been told by a co-commentator, Joel, that Josh Brown in the other fields hit 75 after hitting 100 last time he batted. He's going all right at the moment.
They chased down 135 and 12 overs.
135 and 12 overs they chased down. I imagine Godey probably scored a few runs as well.
He's out. He's out.
Oh, he's out.
He's glue.
Oh, no Andrew Godey. Oh, well.
Didn't need him.
Not required by the Northern Kings. They are on fire at the moment.
The power surge been taken here.
Yes, you're
Sorry.
right. So 21 of 18 required. They pretty much have to take the power surge either this over or next anyway.
Yes.
So 21 off 18, Livingston on strike, O'Connell to bowl, 5 wickets in hand. It is certainly the Magic's to lose here, wouldn't
Yes,
you say?
100%. And they can take some pressure off them in the last over if they can manage a good score in this next 2 overs.
Oh, he's hit it through the field on the offside there, but with no one back in the cover region, that has gone for 4. 17 off 17 required.
Who could have done the next 2, mate? Defending.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Livingston. Probably catchable height,
Yes.
but did pick the gap. And it's gone down the bush end, so it could be a couple of minutes here. 17 off 17 required. A reminder, there has been a malfunction with the My Cricket scorecard at the Frog Box here, so we're just trying to bring you live scores as best we can. 5 for 151 would be my best estimate on
He's
that.
done a magnificent job with it. He's kept up with it all game, so credit to you, mate. You've done a fantastic job.
I was one run off there, so I'm disappointed in myself. But we're down to 16 off 16 required here. As Livingston swings that one away to the leg side, brings Matt Schubert on strike. Matt Schubert's done a good job for his team today. Hasn't been flustered, has a couple of dots, took some time to get himself in.
Exactly right. What can he toss up here?
Oh, he's made some room for himself. He's edged it past the short third man fielder, and that will race away down to the good looking end, which is of course where we are, and that is 4 runs. So Matt Schubert, the equation becomes 12 off 15, 5 wickets in hand.
Yes.
WinViz is definitely pushing towards the 85-90 range now. It's going to take something pretty special from the Coastal Marlins to get this one done.
Schubert steering the ship.
Oh, there is a fielder back there, but who cares?
That's 6. That's 6
Just gone
runs.
over him. So 6 runs to Schubert. He's gone 4, 6, and this match is now definitely slipping away from the Coastal Marlins. 6 required of 14 deliveries by our count, and of course.
In the power surge, 2. So all the fielder up except 2.
Yes, you're right. So they have got a fielder back at that sort of mid-wicket area and at long off, but he still went pretty much over him. 6 required. And he takes a dot. So 1 ball left in this over with 6 required. Do you reckon he's going to back himself?
Oh, you'd like to think so.
Be a fine way to finish the game. He's going to try. He's gone over the offside. He's got a big piece of it. And 4.
4 runs.
It is a great shot. So 2 required of 2 overs. with 5 wickets in hand, we can pretty much
Well, you're
start
right.
wrapping
Well,
this up, I suppose.
That's exactly right. After Matthews' knock in the first innings, it definitely looked like they had posted a very good score, the Marlins, but Edwards, he just took the game away from them from the very beginning, didn't he?
He sure did, yeah. 66 off 27. That's fairly good clip.
That's incredible.
There was that controversial not out call in the second over that would have done him in for
Yes.
a miserly 24 off like 8 balls, but he got the rub of the green. He was dropped on 48 on the
Yep.
boundary, a chest catch that went down. So 66 was his score by the end, as Summerfield comes in to bowl the penultimate over, but perhaps the last over, given there's only 2 runs required. Livingston on strike, finds the bats, good piece of fielding, keep it to a single,
Yes.
and they're calling it. That's it. So we did have the
That's
maths
end of
wrong.
it, yeah. Out by a run.
Out by a run. There we go. So 1 run required, and he does get that run to the short third man fielder. A convincing victory in the end by the Moreton Magic. Who's your player of the match?
I think you got to give it to Edwards. I don't think you can overlook him. His innings was immaculate, and he got them off to a fantastic start.
He also bowled pretty well too. So
Yes.
so credit where it's due. Brenton Edwards, almost certainly the official player of the match. He certainly gets our vote.
Yes.
And a fantastic win for the Moreton Magic. The Coastal Marlins are a very tough team to beat, but the Magic are moving along nicely here. And yeah, you're right. Brenton Edwards, a fantastic job. Thanks so much for your company, and thanks for bearing with us through all the technical difficulties at home there. We really appreciate
Well
it.
done to you both for keeping us in the loop. It was a bit dark there for a while, but well done with all your maths and keeping us going.
Well, thank you for your company, Josh. I really appreciate it. And I'll look forward to commentating with you a little bit later on, as we're going to have a short little break on this field. And I'll be back with Joel Hall back soon.